Hey, Nathan here, helping you become a better jungler. I have another pro player challenger review for you today. This is Dread for Africa, the LCK team. This is one of the really high rated Korean challenger games. It's like the highest you can go on Korean server. Like I'm looking around 1000 LP plus. Really good game from Dread here. Puts on the absolute carry in the early game, and I really want to show you this game here about how you can really just snowball your lead, especially junglers like, the Rek'Sais, the Lee Sins, the Xin Zhaos. Make sure that this Echo here is actually the world champion jungler for FPX. So he's definitely not versing easy opponents here. So again, really good game from him. I want to show you how the mindset, the way he closes this out. So let's jump into his runes here. So we got Halo Blaze, which is really standard. Cheap Shot, which helps with his W knockups. It's really standard runes for Rek'Sai. Zombie Ward, because he's looking to take over the early game, control the river. You actually notice that he starts with Red Sweeper Trinket, so he's going straight to try and utilize the Zombie Ward. Relentless Hunter's a speed around the map. And this is pretty interesting. He goes Water Walking and the new Nimbus Cloak. So the new Nimbus Cloak, this patch is... They remove the ultimate, like you used to use it on Kha'Zix and stuff to get the extra move speed when you use your ultimate, but now it is literally you use summoner spells and you get the move speed, which works really well on Rek'Sai. So I think this is actually such a good Rek'Sai rune, Nimbus Cloak, because when you smite, it just helps you get that knock up, because Rek'Sai's all about that early knock up, right? So really good to be utilizing that to get those knock ups and really strong ganks. So really standard runes. I'll have the whole picture of them and everything over on my blog in the notes below, in the description below. So let's have a look at his early game. Alright, so nothing happens early game. Pretty standard start, looking to do red. Okay, so he sees Aatrox walk into here. He's seen that this is warded, which is really good because he has Sweeper Trinket, so he can counter this, and the enemy jungler is not going to know where his jungle path is going to lead. So he goes and clears this, does Raptor Camp, and then goes straight to Krugs. Yes, this is actually a pretty interesting path. So his obviously mindset here is he wants to look for a gank bot, which is what he's about to do here. Bot's pushing right now. Like Nautilus is a really good champion to be ganking with, obviously early game, because especially level 1 and 2, because Nautilus has his Q and his passive is also that extra lockdown. So Nautilus has one of the most CC abilities in the game in terms of level 1, and Misfortune is actually, this is a lane that you want to get snowballing, because Misfortune is really only a lane bully, and you don't want Triss to have any chance to outscale here. So I do like what he's doing here, looking for a bot gank. They go missing, so he's actually just looking to potentially base here. But they do, again, eventually they have to show up on this wave. They're going to get this CS. So he hangs around, cancels his base. They get Tristana's flash, which is good. Echo shows mid here. Dread's looking to go back to base, but he decides to stay. So what he's actually done here, he's faked his base, and he's going to potentially look for Nautilus to get a hook. If not, he'll just look to base. But Nautilus gets the hook here. You see how he doesn't go in? So he doesn't blindly go in. Because Shen has flash, if he goes in here, he's just going to burn a flash, and Tristana's just going to walk away, right? So he's making Tristana make a decision right here to commit. So he's just going to wait, and then when Tristana's committed, you literally see jump in W here, he goes in and he's there to back up perfectly. So I really like that mindset there of waiting for them to commit, and before going in. It's fine. Early game, they don't have enough damage, just one shot. The Nautilus is fine. He's going to be able to tank the damage. He has Aftershock. Alright, so we do see Echo go top side here. And if you saw before, he didn't have blue. So he goes to do Rift Scuttler here, which is a bit of a mistake. Mid lane has priority here. He goes mid for some reason, and he doesn't go take enemy bot side blue, which I think is a mistake there. He might not have seen Echo actually walk top side. That's my only presumption, is that's what he potentially did, because you actually see here. So he actually goes for a pretty good gank here. Forces Aatrox flash. So Actually pays off here. He's still looking to go top side, which again is not what you should be doing. Like Echo's going to be taking his bot side jungle right now. Looks like he just took his blue. But now Dread's going to be thinking, how can I re-gank that? Like as a jungler in the lane, especially if you burn like vulnerable matchups like this, Aatrox, like Aatrox is such a good champion for like Rek'Sai to gank. So it's so good him burning that flash, and he should definitely be looking to re-gank that soon. So goes top side here, doesn't get the double Rift Scuttler because Echo took that there. Looking to gank top, but I would not be wanting to gank this at all. I would be continuing to try and, like, the top lane, you just ignore at this stage. Like, this is a poppy into Lee Sin. Lee Sin's an incredibly slippery champion. He still has flash. Your prioritization, because you've burnt all summoners, you just want to be going, especially with Dragon coming up, you want to be bot side constantly. So I like the decision to not go for that gank at all, or show top side there. He gets 2 control wards, which I love. Looking to absolutely control this game. River control. Alright, so low health Rek'Sai here. Doesn't decide to do his Raptor Camp. This is just the strength of his Rek'Sai's E ability. Jumps over, gets the Nimbus Cloak, dodges that pretty well, and burns his Rek'Sai still has flash, so he's dead 100%. Doesn't have flash, so really good gank. He saw Echo here before, so there's no threat of a counter gank. Very, very clean play and decision making from Dread here. Alright, so we still see, we've got lots of vision here. We're seeing Echo constantly. We know he's top side, but he's actually coming back down bot side, so he sees this. Looking to potentially do a counter gank on bot here. So there's lots of pings going because we know Echo's here. Alright, so they do eventually kill the Shem, but a bit of an overchase. They do burn Lee Sin TP. Not the worst, but the problem with this now is now they're going to lose Dragon and Rift Scuttler. So probably a little bit greedy from Dread there. Probably not worth chasing, but you know, that happens. Alright, look at this. Regank straight away. He's just looking to utilize, because if he uses this as an E, he can have an extra E. So he can close so much distance. This Aatrox still doesn't have flash. Really like this mindset behind ganking, especially where the wave is right here. Instead of doing his camps, he actually sees Shen. So look how quickly this decision making here is here. He literally sees the tremor shock on, he doesn't even know who it is. Like, it could be Shen, it could be Echo. They obviously just got Dragon, actually, that you see here. Sees the tremor, they get Dragon, just backs off instantly. No point continually chasing this. They're not going to be able to kill him, even though he has ult. Really risky. It's going to be 2 versus 3 advantage with Echo here. So good disciplined gameplay from Dread here. Bot lane is doing pretty good there. So again, the help of Dread early game has really allowed for Misfortune to start snowballing this, as well as the Nautilus. Alright, looking for another gank here. Aatrox still doesn't have flash. Decides just to do Raptor Camp instead. Again, we don't know where Echo is. There's a lot missing right now. Could be a little bit risky. It could be a bait. But Poppy is actually coming down, so they do have numbers advantage. And it actually was a bait. As I said, Lee Sin was there. So really good read from Dread. Poppy makes Lee Sin sort of waste a bit of time there, and they go for another kill on Aatrox. So he's really snowballing this cast, just punishing the Aatrox flash so well. And this is what you want to do, like, again, like with these vulnerable matchups, these melee matchup mids, like, you can just absolutely camp them with champions like Rek'Sai. Alright, so Echo was bot before that gank, decides to go take red buff, invade enemy top side. This is good. Always have the mindset, if the enemy bot jungler shows bot side, go to his other side of the map and take, you know, camps, Rift Heralds up. So he actually doesn't finish the red here and he's just chasing this Lee Sin, which could potentially mean that he's not going to be able to do red now. I would say probably not worth, to be honest. I think he should have just done red and done his Krugs. But a kill's a kill. Helps Poppy push this in. Alright, so base is here. Going top side to clear his jungle camps. As you can see, always has 2 control wards on base. Wants to keep up that pressure. Echo shows top here. Alright, so he actually sees Echo doing this Rift Herald. Just backs off, so notice he's not going on him. Like, there's no point in him fighting Echo like this. Like, let's wait for his team to come. Echo, like, loves fights where it's just, you're just whacking each other melee because he has the ultimate. He's always going to, like, win the trade with an ultimate. So he just backs off, playing really patient here. Doesn't need to rush this at all. He can relax, take this Rift Herald. It's, wait for them to commit to this Rift Herald, wait for his team to come. Alright, they actually get the Q on Cassiopeia. She's forced to burn all summons. This actually turned out to be a really bad fight. Shen has ultimate, so this is instant numbers disadvantage. So Dread just decides, I just need to back off. Need to give Rift Herald here. We're going to lose this fight. Cassio was engaged on. She burned all her summoners. But we actually continue here. The enemy team overstay for that Rift Herald, and we get some more kills here. So really good decision making by Dread. He understands when he can go in and when he can't go in. Really important as, you know, junglers like Rek'Sai, when you really, especially when you use that E, you have no out, you know. So he's 5-on-3, 9 kills in this game, really putting on good map pressure and presence. Alright, goes back to base, gets Ninja Tabis. Let's see, yeah, Ninja Tabis is, they definitely have a heavy AD comp. I think maybe they have a bit of CC. Actually, it's fine. I think Ninja Tabis is good here. You don't need Merc Treasure. I mean, really, the only CC they have is Shen and, like, Echo's, like, Stun, which is pretty avoidable. So, definitely a good decision to go Ninja Tabis here. Alright, so going bot side now to clear his camps. Dragon is coming up. He has bot lane priority. Uses this opportunity to go and potentially invade. Alright, so he sees Echo here. Echo actually takes the smite there. Probably could have smited that if he was looking at the health bar, but still good. What that's done here as well, especially placing that aggressive like control ward here that he did, it's really going to push Echo out of the jungle, right? So then they're going to be able to full control and get this dragon really comfortably. It's sort of just like putting like your stamp. It's like, hey Echo, I'm in your jungle, I have control. It just scares Echo off. So Echo actually comes back for a gank here. And Dread comes in. Again, backs off. There's no way he can continue to commit in this fight. Aatrox is coming down, so they have numbers disadvantage, but Shen actually just runs in there. They get the pick. Echo burns his ult, which is really good. Alright, and again, just playing patiently. Clearing these waves. If the enemy team's going to overstay, just wait for Cassio to come. You can take Dragon here. There's no way the enemy team can contest. We have 4 members here. Shen's dead. He doesn't. Echo doesn't have ult, so really good Dragon call. They actually pop Rift Herald here, which is pretty good by the Echo to start pushing this and pressuring the team. So it's forcing blue team, Dread right here, to start reacting to them. Looking for a flank here. Remember, Echo's used ult and everything, so he goes straight on Echo, but Echo actually flashes and Tristana ults him, which has been unfortunate. And they get a bunch of kills there. So, all in all, they got a Dragon, they got a bunch more kills. They got the shutdown on Echo, which is really good. He was 5-0, so he started to pop off. That's going to slow him down a bit. Now he can do his jungle camps. He's going to really start getting momentum going here. Alright, so does Rift Scuttler going to protect Misfortune. He's not going to show on this tower. He wants to bait the enemy team to come here first before showing here. And this actually results to a kill on Tristana. So really good map, like game sense from Dread here. And this is like your job as a jungler. Like when you're vulnerable, like champions, like, you know, Tristana, like your mid lanes and stuff, they're pushing lanes. You actually see him do it again this game. He just hovers, he just chills, sits back, wait for the enemy team to show, and then like engages. It's always good to be helping your lane to secure towers like those objectives. Alright, another 2 control wards on base. Going top side now, there's nothing really more to get. The next objectives in this game is top and mid tower. Bot lane is all good. We see Echo top side. This is a pretty one fight. They end up catching Echo, making burn his ult. Whenever you're playing against Echo and you make him burn his ult defensively, it's like the best thing you can do, because he needs to use that to, make plays and do. It's like a big damage, ability for him in terms of team fight. So 3 of the enemy team are dead. Looking to just push mid tower here. Cassiopeia's pushing top. The red buff is spawning, but it looks like he wants to come down here and potentially help, but decides, nah, I'm just going to ditch bot side. I have no control here. I need to be continuing to protect my control wards up top side and helping my team. So I like the decision. It's just hovering, making sure Misfortune's safe, just ditching top bot side, absolutely, which is really, really good decision. Committing to one side of the map. So what he's going to be doing here, it's like, the enemy team can't come here, so they're deciding just to commit bot because they literally can't do anything. The second Rift Herald is coming up. Cassiopeia's constantly pushing here. He's always going to get way more doing this top lane than going bot to defend. For some reason, their Nautilus support's trying to defend this, which is not going to work. So, but it's fine. He's wasting a lot of their time. Bot. They get a tower. Cassiopeia's getting very far ahead now. She's like 50 CS up on this Aatrox. Aatrox is having such a good, such a rough game. He's 2 levels behind right now, and that's just again because of Dread's early campion in the early game. So enemy teams will bot, gets the free Rift Herald. Continuing to look top side here. So Dragon is spawning soon, but it seems like he just wants to wait for Cassiopeia, and he just all in on top side. He literally does not give a shit about bot side at all. They have full control. No point going bot to get Dragon, even though they're stronger. Chases down the Lee Sin, gets the kill. So he actually is looking to go Dragon here, but it's probably going to be gone. And just decides to back off. No, we catch Aatrox here alone. And yeah, 3 versus 1, free kill. Alright, so game's gone really well. They have about an 8k gold advantage now. He's got 19 kills of the 19 kills of the last 22. Gets another 2 control wards. We've got stopwatch. We have Rift Herald. Really, really good position that we're in right now to close out the game. Goes mid, looks for Lee Sin. Gets the kill there, uses Rift Herald, looks to push mid. There's 3 top here, so this is safe to do. Echo's dead, Lee Sin's dead. There's no one to defend here. Potentially get 2 inhibitors. Alright, so the enemy spawn times are still pretty low at this stage. I'm not going to be able to get an inhibitor. Burns Echo, and he's just on the retreat. Alright, so what you'll be looking to do now is not go on this Shen, especially when the Lee Sin is here. This is pretty greedy by Dread here. No reason to go for this. This is just a 1 in 6 Shen support. He knew Lee Sin was around. He got saw him, but this is going to die for this now. No one on his team's around. So this is sort of bad. He should have just gone, done Krugs, based, went Baron, controls side, get Baron, end the game. There's no point giving the enemy any opportunity. A little bit greedy from Dread there. But still doing really well, 12 and 2. Team's fighting right now. Dread's coming back on the map. He has a GA as well, so he's just really strong right now. Alright, so they win the team fight, and that looks like it is game. So, again, really good game from Dread. Really good example of showing committing to one side of the map. Hovering your laners. Like, Cassio ended up getting 100 CS up on Aatrox. She just chilled here for like 5 minutes, just getting top side. And Rexall was just defending her. Again, when he was sitting bot with that misfortune, really good plays, really good intuition. And, yes, solid game overall, insane kill participation. So hope you got a lot out of this review. Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.